My name is Margaret Adele, and it is windy outside, and I am vlogging because I gave myself so much to do in the month of November, and I cannot just let it go. I cannot just not win in December because it's in December. But I also have a newborn in the house that I wasn't expecting to have the house in December because you never get very much heads up in foster care. But I was like, I can't give this up. I'm on holiday break. I can make this work, but I need to motivate myself just a little bit more. So today I need to finish at least 2 books that I have already partially begun and start another one of my in December books because I am not going to lose an in December. Even if I am currently parenting a newborn. Not happening. So I need to work on and definitely finish reading A Krampus Carol. This is the 5th, I believe, in the Gothic Blue book series. It's literally all Christmas or winter themed horror stories around the myth of Krampus, but also some other type of winter solstice things. And I want to get the review up for that on, well, tomorrow, which would be Christmas Eve, because I wanted, it to be up during the season. And then I have another Christmassy book that is really just for fun, so it shouldn't be too bad, and that is My Christmas Wish by D. Rose. This actually just came out, December 19th. I pre-ordered it, and I started reading it the day it came out. Who am I? But I am really liking how warm and fuzzy that is. And then I still have 3 books for in December, and I'm probably not going to show you all of them. I don't even know which one I'm going to pick yet. I have an idea because one low-key gives me Nutcracker vibes, even though I'm not sure that's what she was going for, but it's a book I've been intending to read for so long. I mean, theoretically, they actually all are. But I'm going to jump right in with some Christmas horror. Okay, real talk. I've barely done any reading. Apparently, this vlog isn't the big instigator I was hoping for, but I did get a package from an indie author. So let's have an impromptu unboxing. So we have Sweet Nightmares by China Pace. I cannot remember for the life of me what book she comped this to. I think she comped it to Mortal Instruments and another one. But this is Own Voices, Black Girl Magic, I believe. It's all about a girl that moves in with her grandmother and discovers that nightmares are deadly, but she's never had one, and she's part of this race or legacy or whatever of people that fight evil nightmares. And then we also have another bookmark for my collection. I want to do that video, even though I'm so sure no one else will care. We have the inserts, also advertising the sequel, which I believe is maybe already out. And then we have the author's business card. Fancy. So this will not be something I read this month. I am totally booked through December, but I'm hoping on making January a very big review month, mostly because January is also the month where I got my first indie review request, so it feels very applicable for me to make that a big let's review all the indie books thing. But now I really should get to reading the actual review book that I still need to finish and review today. Alright, I've been reading for a while, and the thing with doing a short story collection as a review book is that I have to stop a lot to take notes because every story gets its own little notes so I can remember, and there's a lot of them. So even a 2-page story is going to get notes, which means I sometimes have to stop every 2 pages to write. I am enjoying the story kind of stop and start in places, mostly because the fact that it all revolves around Krampus. There's a lot of morality tales. And morality tales for me are always less scary because it's okay, just don't be a dick and you're fine. Only a few of them have really done a lot with that, what would Krampus consider a bad kid, especially when it comes to World War I soldiers. I really like that story. I've also seen at least 1 or 2 authors whose work I've either seen before or have reviewed before, and that was nice. And there's also one that was a morality tale that I really did not agree with its morality in the tale, which I'll probably talk about a little bit more in the review. But now, because the little just went off to his home visit, it's not a very long home visit. We've only got about an hour, hour and a half with travel time. We really need to clean out our spare bedroom for my brother and his wife when they come over for Christmas, because We're apparently the only members of our family that decided to actually isolate and social distance enough to make Christmas decently safe to do. So, I'm on to that, and then I'll probably get back to reading. I really want to get this done before dinner, and then I can focus on the other book after dinner. Here's hoping that I don't burn out on reading today. So this took remarkably less time than I thought it would. It's been like, what, 15 minutes?
Maybe.
And we're basically done. At least done enough for the people that are going to be in here. Because thankfully, when it's family, you don't have to try that hard. And
When it's your family.
my family is very understanding that we have a newborn and cannot be expected to have a sparkling clean house right now. So now, I don't know. Part of me is like, if I was a really good, responsible kid, I would use all this extra time to go do the dishes. The other part of me is like, we could go get a snack. Because that local coffee place has some fantastic specialty hot chocolates. And maybe like a baked good or something, because I'm so hungry. No, we have enough sweets at home. We have so much.
A lot of sweets.
We have so many cookies right now.
I'm doing Christmas treat making tomorrow.
Ooh. Okay, so at some point I'm going to be doing some more reading. I still think I can finish the entirety of the short story collection by dinner, even with whatever I decide to do next. I really don't want to do the dishes.
They like it when I'm on the vlog. I'm a big draw.
I need people.
Follow me on Twitter at OneRealSmartAlex.
A draw for everyone who doesn't
They
use
know what a draw is.
wrestling lingo means. He thinks he's the shining example. You still call things a gimmick in everyday life. That's the gimmick. Anyway.
90% of the time people understand what I mean.
Bye. All right, I am officially done with A Krampus Carol, and I think I have an idea of what the specific stories I want to point out are. My current favorites are the Krampus at the World War II, and the Krampus as an app showing how poorly people think of each other even if they don't deserve it, which is a very interesting take on it. I really liked that. In general, though, this short story collection definitely kind of assumes that you have a certain level of knowledge about these kind of things beforehand. Now, obviously, you don't need to know much more than the basics, but like if you don't know who Krampus is or some of the other ones, you might get confused because they're short stories. They don't explain a lot. But there are some more general, vague horror stories that are kind of just set around Christmas time, like Australian vampires that happen to be coming around the holidays for some reason. So I am going to get this reviewed at some point tonight. It will probably be up before this vlog is up, so that will be down in the description below. I still need to do some dishes and also work on either my fun Christmas book or the next in December book, and I still haven't decided. But dishes first, so I will check in with you after I have picked a new book and maybe done some reading. Alright, the end of my workout. I have read 52 pages. Someone's getting noisy. Of The Chalice and the Crown by Cassandra Flammari. A lot of Russian words, a lot of ballet, even though this is much more Swan Lake. I'm still gonna slot it into Nutcracker vibes in my head because, as everyone knows, the Russian version of the Nutcracker is better. But anyway, this is very dark. She is basically leading two lives of prima ballerina and is losing her memory in both of them, to the point where she's not sure which is like the primary life and which is the dream life, and it's very trippy, and she's like enslaved and there's mental health problems and it's very dark, which there's a warning for that. So I think for the rest of the night I'm going to do what I intended on doing all along, and I'm going to finish My Christmas Wish by D. Rose. This is a black love rom-com Christmas story all about these, old friends finally realizing that they should be together, and I'm over halfway done with it. So it'll be a nice way to cap off the end of my night. I'll have finished a second book in a day. Hopefully I can get everything read by the end of the month. And next time I get a surprise foster placement, I will give myself a break and change my TBR. No, I won't. I can't give myself a break lately. I can't. can't. Like, I still want to do all of my dailies, the guitar, the writing. I still want to finish the draft by the end of the year, although that probably isn't happening. I've just accepted that it might be slightly under edited when I pitch it for LGBT pitch. But like I can't. It makes me anxious to not do all of my regular productive things, and I don't know how to let it be okay in my head that I don't do those things. I'm working on that. But I'm going to get all changed from the workout. Maybe hang out for a bit because that rom-com reads quickly and I could use some distractions. So I will check in with you after I've worked on that book. All right, I have finished my one Christmas wish, and I realized I've been saying it wrong the whole time, just calling it my Christmas wish, but I was actually doing it while holding the Lidl, because ebooks are the best, and if I couldn't read on my phone, I wouldn't get a lot of reading done these days. But it was so super cute and super sweet, and the families are all adorable. Like, I honestly feel like I need to go read something with some angst right now because it was just so cute. And it didn't, how do I put this? It didn't end at the point that most traditional romance books liked, but I liked that because it felt a lot more, I don't know, natural or realistic than the super ultra HEA that a lot of romances tried to go for. And this one didn't really need to go super HEA because so much of it was happy and fun family times and Christmas traditions and gingerbread and grandparents being excited to be grandparents. It was just the cutest thing ever, which is great because I'm not really going to be meeting with my family over Christmas, at least not most of it. Just, I know you're too little to recognize this, but your face can't be on this camera right now. Yes, you're adorable. I know that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm probably going to call it here. I finished the 2 books I wanted. I got another one done. I don't even know if this blog is anything worth reading, but regardless, I hope you have a wonderful day and a marvelous tomorrow.